my name's Naomi Martin, and my father is Lamont Martin. One thing about my dad is that he works very hard, like every single day, even on the weekends. And I remember when I was like 6 or 7, he would take time out of his day to pick me up early from school, and he would take me on something we would call father-daughter play dates, and he would take me to my favorite restaurant. He would like take me to like a fun event. We would go to the movies, and it was just so much fun. And as I'm like older today, I realized that wow, my dad actually took the time to like come get me from school after, like out of his busy day, just to like spend time with me, to show his love for me. And that kind of, you know, makes me realize that my father makes a lot of sacrifices for myself, for like me and my family. I mean, he gives me money a lot whenever I need it. When I need to go to the mall, he drops my mom off from church, and he goes back to his job and he comes back to church. He sends my brother's money. There's a lot of money involved, but yeah. He just makes a lot of sacrifices, and I feel like that's like something that makes a really great dad.
Michaela Haley. My dad is Alex Haley, and I'd like to share a story about him. So I remember my college admission day, my first time on the UC Davis campus. I was really nervous, and they had a career fair, and I was not entirely sure on what I want my major to be. I knew I wanted to do veterinary medicine, didn't know how I wanted to get there. But my dad saw the marine biology table, and he just pushed me. He's like, you like it, like I want to see you happy, I want to see you smile, so can you just do me a favor and talk to the academic advisor? And they talked to me, and my heart lit up, like I knew exactly what I wanted to do when I talked to them, and it's all thanks to my dad and his love of seeing his kids smile, so I'm really grateful to him for that.
Okay, hi, my name's JoJo Johnson, and my dad is Joel Johnson, and a time that I remember my dad being, well, my dad is, I had to be about 7 or 8, and we went to a field game, and it was field and track, and I just remember there being a lot of bugs out there that day, and there was one bee that was intent on ruining my life, and it decided to attack me, and I started screaming and making a huge fuss, and I guess at that moment everybody was more worried about me than they were about the players on the track, and my dad had to come and like hold me so I would stop freaking out. And then that was really embarrassing, but what made it more embarrassing was he decided to make a sermon about my problem with the bee. And in the sermon, I was, man, the bee was a distraction, and of course he himself was, God in this situation. And, if you weren't there to see me embarrass myself, I hope you were there at church to hear my dad tell this horribly embarrassing sermon, but that was really funny.
Hi, my name is Hayden Haley, and my father is Alex Haley, and I'd like to say a few words about him. One thing that my dad constantly does for me is make sure that I'm always pushing myself in my academics. I can really thank my father for the intelligence level that he's given me. Whenever things get hard for me in the academic world, or I just don't want to work on it anymore, he continues to push me, and he continues to let me soar in all of my grades and all of my tests and all of my quizzes. And even if I'm not solely focused on academics at the moment, my grades are still up from the intelligence that he has given me and the push that he has given me to succeed.
My name is Gabriel Nelson. I'm talking about my dad, Maurice Nelson. He has been a very important person in my life. He has helped me through a lot of challenges and through a lot of times where I didn't feel motivated, when I didn't feel ready to get up in the morning and do stuff, and he always put me back in perspective. He's helped me through basketball. He takes me there early in the morning or late at night. He might be there for 4 hours, 5 hours, and he still stays. Even not in basketball, when I'm at school, I'm keeping him in my mind, knowing that I'm supposed to be following the ways of God and not falling into the trap with my friends and things of that sort. So he just helps me through my day, and then when I'm at home, he challenged me in the right ways, at the right times. He knows what to say. He's helpful, and I'm just glad that I have him.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Haley, and my dad is Alex Haley. One of the most important things I did with my dad is I expressed that I didn't want to do basketball anymore. I've been doing it since I was 5, but my dad showed empathy, he showed trust, he showed open-mindedness, and I got to do flag football, golf, I got to do law and history, I got to explore classics. My dad showed things that nobody else would do, because I've been doing basketball for a long time, and a lot of people thought I'd be doing it until I graduated high school. But I got to explore myself, and I really appreciate him for that.
Hi, I'm Isaiah Miles. My dad is Demetrius Miles, and I think it's kind of self-explanatory who he is to a lot of people, but it's kind of not fully known what goes on behind the scenes. When I was younger, my dad always made it a priority to take me to a place of my choice, like Freddy's or EG's or something like that. He would take me every single Friday. He would never forget, we'd always go. And then as I got older, got my own car, I started realizing how expensive these places were, and it kind of, spun back around. I kind of figured out that, my dad really does spend a lot of time and a lot of energy on me and a lot of money. Going into college, this has been a lot of money that he's had to share. So I really appreciate him for that, and just the influence that he's always been on my life. He's always been a person that has influenced me to a point where everything that I do, I constantly think, what would my dad tell me to do in that situation? So having that forever and having that for the rest of my life is a really great thing that I would never give away. So.